Okay, folks, today something a little bit different. I'm going to show you around a social club. Yes, indeed. It's not becoming Disco Dave's social club reviews, but I do some things different now and again. And today's one of those days. It's a lovely warm day. And did you know that in the 1970s, when it was at its peak, there were 4,000 working men's clubs approximately, and that involved 4 million members. Wow. Now, in 2025, they have declined considerably. Now, there are roughly 1,800 clubs remaining, and that is less than 1 million members. So as you can see, it's on the decline. Now, what are clubs doing to stop it happening? What's this particular club doing? I'm going to show you around, and I'm going to speak to a member of the committee and anyone else that wants to speak and see what they're up to. Because you don't have to be a member. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know. They think you can't go in because you have to be a member. You do have to be signed in, but you can then join when they're taking on new members, etc. So let's see what they're doing to keep it alive and what's it all about inside. I know that there's 4 snooker tables in this club. There's only one way to find out what it's like inside. Let's take a look. Okay, folks, it's the Charlieman Social Club. This is on Stone Cross in West Bromwich. Now, they don't look big, do they, social clubs from the outside? But you'll be amazed what's behind these doors. Okay, we're going in. Now, this is the foyer area, of course. Oops, the door's banged behind me. They're not open yet, so they've kindly let me in early to do the filming. And there's a big screen that's got lots of information about the opening times and the acts that perform here, which we'll go into later. So let's take a look inside. Here we go, and look there to the very left. We'll go in there in a second. The Snooker Room. But this is the main room. So let's take a look at this place. Big room, lots of people here, and I'm going to film the bar because you can go in there, which I'll go in a second. They've got a couple of bitters on, look there. I've had both of these recently, Envu and HPA, really nice. And there's some more drinks, the Shipyard Pale Ale, Guinness of course. It's a lovely bar. And they have entertainment on here in 2 different places. Sometimes, usually on a Saturday night, it's here on these steps. So this is a little raised area. The artist will set up here, right on these steps, literally. And usually family members and friends who are with them sit here. And this is it, looking out at the crowd. So there's a little bit of a dance area here for people. And of course, lots of places to sit. Now, there is another room here which is open. These aren't normally here. They're normally pushed back, so I'm going to push them back and go in. So this is what they call the dance hall room. And they have lots of things on here, which I'm going to speak to Carl later, the club secretary, and he'll be going through what goes on in here. And this is a great little room. I've seen a number of gigs in here. And there it is, look. Another stage and a big dance floor for the dancers amongst you. I like a dance every so often, but I have to have a lot of red wine before that happens, of course. So if we go around and have a detailed look, it's a good stage. I've seen people on this stage a number of times. In fact, I'll step up onto it And that's what you see as an artist. I've got some flashing lights. Usually I think when the acts are in here, there's a small charge, but nothing extortionate. Very comfortable, very cozy. Right folks, let's take a look in the snooker room. And here we are, look at this. 4 snooker tables, wow. 4 snooker tables, and I'm going to show you how this works, because I've done a bit of calling around recently, and I rang some snooker clubs in the West Midlands, and it was £9 an hour in one, £10 10 an hour in another, and £11 an hour in the other one that I called. But look at this one. There on the wall by each table is the table number. Now, if I put 20 pence in the slot, the light comes on. The light comes on and the snooker table is ready to be played on. And you get 9 minutes. So, 6 20 pences would get 6 lots of 9 minutes, of course. That's £1.20. And you would get 54 minutes. So it's literally £1.20, a little bit more per hour. That's fantastic. Just over £1.20 an hour. And I mentioned earlier, £9, £10, 10 and £11 for the other snooker clubs around the Midlands that I called. In here, you've got access to queues. So if you haven't got a queue, don't panic. You can borrow one of the queues. And these tables, I've played on them. They're good tables. They are very good tables. It's a very nice area, this, look. You know, 4 tables being used at one time. There's not a load of people. You don't get in each other's way. And up here, another lovely little area here, which I spend a bit of time up here, because look at that. There's a dartboard. Yes, indeed. So, another lovely bit of seating here. And people congregate up here. In the corner, a big screen TV, of course. So you can watch the TV. But this is the place to be for me. I'm going to put the light on. And look what happens. The dartboard is lit up. It's a good dartboard. It's a new board, that is. And there's an electronic scoreboard for those of you that can't count. So there, and you can overlook people playing snooker. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, folks. It's that time. And this time, you're going to see me throw them. £100. It's there. No cheating. You saw me throw it. People questioned the 180 the other week, but you saw me throw. And I said, let's get that in focus. That is a treble 20 and 2 single 20s. So there, 100. Okay, folks, look at this. We've got Carl, the club secretary of this particular club. Hello, Carl.
How do you do, Dave? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we know each other, so he's not meeting me for the first time ever. But social clubs, as I mentioned earlier, are dying. The figures were mentioned in my initial comment outside. So, Carl, what are you doing to keep this place alive?
Well, Dave, this club's been running for 91 years. I'm hoping this is not the end for this place. I think it's just the beginning. We're investing every penny that we actually make in this club back into the infrastructure of the club. From roofs to carpets to snooker room, everything. We're trying to renew the lot. We're having new entertainment schedules. We've got people from 18 to 80 coming into the club.
Wow.
And we do drinks promotions. We've got line dancing. We've got bingo. We've got live entertainment, singers every weekend.
Now, there is a myth about social clubs, isn't there, where you can't go in because you're not a member. How does that work with this place?
Well, this club, everybody's welcome. Anybody can come in off the street. You can pay £1 in entry fee and get signed in by a member. That's actually a member of the club. People are quite happy to do that. We have got a dress code, which is no ripped jeans and no workwear, which is the same as most places these days. But it's a great club. People absolutely love the place. The drinks are a really great bargain in here, and you can actually join the club, but we prefer people to come into the club, use the club, see if it's the kind of place that they enjoy and the kind of place for them. We open memberships up 2 to 3 times a year.
Wow, that's pretty good. So, that myth is gone, hasn't it, really, about this place where you're not a member, so that's it. It's extinct for you as a person. You can't come in.
That's right. We can fill this place, and I think we can just go from strength to strength. It's not the end for social clubs. I think it might be the start for myself.
So you've got to get new people in, haven't you? You've got to get new people in because the average age is quite high, isn't it, if we're being fair? And I don't mean that disrespectful, but what are you doing to bring the youngsters in?
Well, we've just revamped the snooker room totally. New carpet, ceilings, furniture. We've got a lot of young people coming in to play snooker now, and also a lot of ladies are coming in to play snooker, which was something in the medieval days of this club women couldn't do.
Yeah, they couldn't come into the room, could they?
No, they couldn't even get served at the bar. Yeah. But now they seem to be drinking more than the men.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I need to meet some of these ladies, folks.
There's plenty on a Friday night, Dave. Come in.
Okay, Friday night, I'll put it in my diary. But, so, one final thing then, Carl. If people want to come in here, what do they do? Can they just turn up, knock the door, and come in, sign in, or do they have to be signed in? Do they have to be with a member?
They can turn up, and I'd suggest coming every weekend when we've got live singers and live bands on. They can turn up, they just pay. We normally have a member of the committee on the door, which is just paying on the door. When there's entertainment on, it's normally £3 entry for non-members, and it's £0 for members. But if on a normal evening or to come and play snooker in the day, you can pay £1 at the bar, get signed in by a member that's already in the club.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
It's open to everybody.
As people have seen in the earlier footage, folks, that snooker, it's a terrific bargain. A terrific bargain. But, Carl, I guess that's it, really. I think this place is going to survive big style. So,
let's hope so. Let's keep going.
Thanks for your interview.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Okay, folks, it's that time again. The final review. Wow, another one has come around. What can I say about the Charlemont Social Club? Absolutely fantastic. I've showed you around and it's brilliant, isn't it? 4 snooker tables, a dartboard for the sporting people amongst us, and live music, live entertainment, a function room which I'm now sat in, and you can hire this room out, and absolutely brilliant. I've been chatting off camera over the past week because I live close to here to a lot of people. Everybody has been fantastic. There's nice people coming here, nice people, that's what you want. You don't have to be a member to come in. You can kind of come in as a guest, and social clubs are dying, but this club is trying to improve and make it not such a scenario where that it's going to reduce numbers. They're looking to improve on the numbers, and they're doing a great job. Special mention to Carl, the club secretary. Obviously you saw him in the interview earlier. He's doing a grand job. He's got this place, the best interests at heart, and he's doing the business. You can't fault what he's doing. I know Carl is a top guy, and he is doing the business, and I wouldn't say it if he wasn't, or if I didn't think he was. But what else can you say? Get yourself down to social clubs, folks. This is a brilliant one. All the people I've been chatting to some people for a few hours today. They're lovely people, proper people, and social clubs. We don't want them to die. We don't want them to. The facilities in here, it's massive. When you look outside, it doesn't look that big, But when you come inside, 4 snooker tables in the snooker room and a dartboard. Fantastic. Lovely bar, lovely area. They have live entertainment on, folks. Come on. What else do you want? Absolutely brilliant. Now, if you're anywhere near this place, pop in. You can come in as a guest. You can come in as a guest. Look at it, check it out, see if you want to join. That's it, really. What else is there to be said? Social clubs are dying. The ones that are doing the right things will not die. They will not die. So, that's it. If you've liked this video, like it and subscribe if you're happy to watch any more. There's lots of videos about local places. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.